Welcome back to the Culture Talk. Today we're going to talk about doing things you hate because that will help bring character. How many of you like doing your job right now? Maybe you hate your job. Maybe you want to leave. Maybe you just got there. Maybe you've been there less than 3 months, but you already want to quit. Guess what, guys? Stick with it because that will build character. Everyone always wants to do what they love because they watch a personal development channel that says uh, you should always do what you love so it never feels like you're working a day in your life, which is a load of crap when you're starting out. But when you get better at it, then yeah, maybe you can do that. Maybe you can do something you love doing and make it feel like you never work a day. But when you're starting out, then that's a load of crap because you're going to do a lot of things that you don't like doing. Maybe construction work, maybe fast food, or maybe a minimum wage job or something like that. It's not, you're not always going to do what you love doing. That's what I'm here to say because the reason why I made this video is because a couple of months ago I seen a video about this TikToker. She was a Gen Z that says that she's gonna quit her corporate job because it's not good for her, because it's gonna make her health bad, which I hear a lot of Gen Zs saying they're gonna quit their job after only less than 3 months, which is crazy because you're gonna ruin your work history and no one's gonna hire you all the time because you're unreliable. Well, you guys need to learn to do what you hate sometimes. Okay, here's for instance, I love weight training, but I started doing calisthenics, push-ups, burpees, bodyweight squats, pull-ups, chin-ups, reverse grip chin-ups. Is that fun? No, because you have to do a lot of that to get a good workout, just like you're doing at a gym to get, like if you were working with weights, you have to do a lot of it. I had to do like an hour and a half, maybe an hour at the least to get a great workout, just like if I was hitting the weights only for 20 to 30 minutes. But I wanted to do that because I wanted to work on myself uh, personally because I wanted to do stuff I don't like doing so I can get the results that I want. So that's what I'm here to say is sometimes you're going to have to do stuff you don't like doing. Maybe you can test yourself. But I learned all this from working with my dad when I was younger. In the summer, in the winter, on my spring break, on my summer breaks, on my winter breaks. Because that's when he was usually back for, because he wanted to make me and my brother work. We built a skeleton, or we made a warehouse with him. 1 year was a skeleton, the next year was putting on the sidings to the warehouse. 1 year was a patio in front of his house. One time it was staying up until like 1 in the morning trying to put in a transmission in the van. But when like even during the school year, we were chopping weeds and doing a bunch of other stuff, putting up a fence in the winter when I'd rather be like doing stuff that kids do, like when they're 11 or 12 years old. But you're not always going to do what you like. Life is not always going to be about fun. That's what I learned in my childhood, growing up. You're not always going to like what you're doing. But sometimes it's the people around you, like my brother. He made it fun. He was my younger brother. He made working fun sometimes. Didn't always feel like work. But sometimes you don't have that. Like right now, I'm working out. I'm doing calisthenic workouts. I'm usually home by myself. Sometimes only listen to personal development audios. Sometimes listen to generic music with no lyrics on it. Just pushing out the push-ups and bodyweight squats, burpees. I hate burpees. But it's a great way to cut body fat. But I still do them because they're good for you. It's good to build or cut body fat, and it's good to help you stay lean. So if you ever want, you can do a bunch of burpees if you're trying to lose weight. But what I'm saying is that you guys are not always going to like what you're doing. Maybe your job. I worked at Wendy's, a burger establishment, which most people put down, but it was my way of trying to get out of construction. I did that for 6 to 8 months. Then after that, I worked at a grocery store, which was not natural for me because I hate talking to people at that time. And I had to learn to talk to people, deal with people, customer service. And after that, it became easier, but I did not like it because I don't like talking to people. But now I can talk to people. So sometimes you gotta do stuff you don't like. How many of you do stuff that you don't like doing right now? Because life is not always about fun, no matter how old you get. I'm 38 years old, and I don't like calisthenics. I like weight training because you can do like 8 to 10 reps in 3 sets. But you know how many push-ups I did? Like the best one in one day, in 1 hour, I pushed out like 1,500 in my circuit training. And like 500 body weight squats. And like 90 burpees, 100 burpees. But we gotta do stuff we don't like. Sometimes, like right now, my back is killing me. Did I want to make a video? Not really. I want to wait a couple of days, but I might feel lazy on those days. That's why I'm doing it standing up. Like, I'm making this video standing because my upper back is kind of sore from doing pull-ups. But it doesn't matter. Sometimes you gotta work when you're not really feeling like it. Sometimes you gotta work when you're feeling like it. I mean, it's not always gonna be bad like these people want you to believe on TikTok or YouTube. But you gotta learn to improve yourself, because once you start doing stuff you don't like doing, later on in life, you're gonna have success. Whether it's in marriage, whether it's in religion, like your church, whether it's like at work, school, relationships, wherever. You'll learn to do stuff that you don't like doing. And it's not going to be like a big deal like some of these TikTokers are starting to make videos on. Like they don't want to work because it's too non-beneficial, as they say, but really it's beneficial. You're gonna create a work history. You're gonna get hired to a better job than they are. You're gonna build up muscle. You're gonna lose body fat. You can think about anything. Maybe you don't like cleaning. Maybe you're gonna pick up some chick and she's gonna come over to your house. And she's going to notice that your house is cleaning. Maybe you don't like cleaning. But no matter what, you're going to like the results. But you're going to have to do stuff you hate to get those results sometimes. Like, I started wearing these suits all the time. And, you know, if you go back in my old videos, you'll see that I was wearing nothing but those collared shirts, which is usually how I usually like to dress when I'm not wearing suits. But do I like wearing suits? When I first started wearing suits, I hated it. But I started to wear suits because I want to show you guys that I want to be professional. I want to be big business. I want to grow this channel. And I want to prove that I want to grow this channel by wearing suits. Who wears suits? Corporate guys, business guys. So I want this to be my business. This is the business, the culture shock business. So if you're going to church, see it as God's business and wear a suit. Don't think about it as, oh, I don't like wearing suits. Some people say that going to church. I hear that all the time. I look like, oh, I look stupid. Do stuff that you hate doing sometimes. I hear a lot of young guys saying, I hate doing push-ups. Well, do push-ups because that's going to help you. It's going to help you grow personally. It's going to do something for your inside. Maybe you hate jumping jacks. Do 100 jumping jacks. Maybe you hate burpees. Do 20 burpees. No matter what, do stuff you don't like doing sometimes. Maybe you don't like washing dishes. Maybe you don't like vacuuming. Maybe you don't like mopping the floor. Do it anyways. So you can improve yourself like, oh, I did it. It wasn't that big of a deal. Or if it was big of a deal, you didn't feel like it, but you done it anyways. And you're going to feel better about yourself that you did something that you hated doing. So it's going to help you out in the long term. Whether you're 13 or 31, it doesn't matter how old you are. Start doing things you don't like doing. Maybe you're a gamer. Maybe you just play games all the time. Maybe your room's messy and you don't care how it looks because you're too lazy to clean up your room. Well, clean up your room because it's going to help you. Maybe you don't feel like it. I don't always do what I feel. Sometimes in the morning, I cook food. I cook breakfast. I don't microwave stuff. I cook, well, if I cooked food a couple days ago, I will microwave it. But a lot of times, I'll cook fresh food every morning because it's better that way. I don't like microwavables, those unhealthy meals. I like cooking my own food. But sometimes I don't feel like it. Well, a lot of times I don't feel like it. So sometimes I batch cook days before so I can just microwave it. I don't buy those microwavables from Walmart or Safeway, Smith's, Kroger's, wherever your grocery store is. But I'd rather be healthy. That's what I'm focused on, is healthy. Maybe I don't feel like listening to a podcast, a personal development podcast. Well, sometimes I just force myself. Sometimes I go through the Bible when I don't feel like it. Sometimes I work out when I don't feel like it. Sometimes I make videos when I don't feel like it. But no matter what, when I'm done with it and I see that you guys viewed it and some of you guys like it or comment it, or maybe you guys don't like the videos, that's okay because I know that you guys are watching it. And I know that I'm making a difference. I want to make a big difference here. I want to improve the culture shock. That's why I want to wear suits in my videos now, because I want to improve that you can do stuff that you hate doing or you don't like doing, and you can better yourself personally, better yourself as a man, better yourself as a man of God, as a leader. Put whatever in there. It'll help you. It'll help your masculinity. So keep on pushing to do stuff you don't like doing. Whether you're married, single, whatever walk of life you are at. This title, it gets heavy sometimes. But I'm doing it because this is a prop that I want to use for you guys, because we're all champs. We can all be champs when we keep on growing. Champs keep on growing. Like if you watch Super Bowls, it took them a while to get that Super Bowl. They had to do a lot of stuff that they didn't like, whoever your team is. But they did it anyways because they're trying to get to the Super Bowl. Maybe your team made the Super Bowl and they'll win. But guess what? You have to do stuff you don't like doing. Putting in extra hours at work, maybe overtime. Maybe sometimes you want to spend time with your family, but you need to make a little bit more money to pay your bills. Guess what? Sometimes we got to keep on working even when we don't like it. Maybe sometimes we just want to have fun, take a week off, but you can't because it's going to help you and it's going to help your family. No matter what, maybe you don't feel like doing homework. Maybe you're a younger person watching this. Guess what? It's going to help you. It's going to help you in the long run. You don't always have to have fun. You don't always have to do what you like doing. It's going to feel like work a lot of times. Even the stuff you love doing is going to feel like work a lot of times. But guess what? It's going to build you up as a man. It's going to improve you every day. So keep on bettering yourself every day. Everybody stay awesome. Keep on improving. I'm MR3. This is the Culture Shock. Everybody stay manly. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.